Guilty Gear Strive.
Mike, with you, I mean, what a better night.
I
What a better
know.
way to end the night.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I've been here. I had a little break to run home, take care of the dog, but I mean, I've been here since 12:30. Ran all those strive pools while playing, played uni, yelled a lot of names trying to get people on setups.
Yeah.
So it's great that we're here, top 8, all of that done with. Apart from Start GG going down, you know, small problem there. But we don't need the online bracket. We have 8 players here in this top 8. And we know who they are. It's 4 NC, 4 Virginia.
Is it really?
Yes.
Dang,
And all of
okay.
our first 4 sets are in-state team kills.
Are they really? So wait, no. I know on the winner side we have Cherio versus G.
Yes.
First set of them. First set up here.
Yes.
We have, I know, me versus Larry.
Yes.
Who else?
You have Kid Dracula coming out in the loser side against, I believe. Ooh, let me just look. You know what? I had it pulled up. We're just gonna hope. Yeah. Okay. So yes, I was right. Cherio Jeek and Macman's Dayman are the winner side.
Okay.
And then losers is Kid Dracula versus OK1 and Gummy versus Blurry.
Okay, one. What a shocker. You know, I definitely gave them a very criminal underseed. I wasn't aware. I didn't know ball.
Oh, we are getting right into
okay,
it.
no button check, no nothing. We're just going right. Okay.
We've seen this at TOT a lot.
Yep.
Ooh, Cherio versus Jeek. TNS versus RFL.
Yeah, you know, two teams, 2 players we know and love. A matchup, I mean, it's fun to watch. It's fun to see when either player takes control, you know, go to his aggressive offense, while so gets any kind of meter, spends security gauge, what are you gonna do? But on Amelia, I mean, break your stick in half, you're not guessing.
Oh, it's, you know, death by 1,000 paper cuts versus death by a single coffin.
Yes.
Okay, getting into it, Jeek Cherio, first set here at SQ. Okay, neutral, feeling it out. Oh, the behemoth. Look, those 2 hits did so much damage.
Yeah, they're not wasting any time. They're just, okay, we're doing everything immediately. We're spending on bursts, we're YRC. I imagine we're going to see a YRC.
We are keeping it moving here. Okay, Million mix, same side, high. Doesn't want to go through the wall.
Gonna set that drone out. That's a little scary because Amelia does have that advantage in the air, and that's where you want to avoid this thing.
Ooh, okay, throw negative penalty actually. Wow,
That's scary.
backdashing the drone really does crank that value.
You know, but it's one of those things where you have to do that fight Gold Lewis or escape in the air, and Cherio is ready, right? The JP just ready to snipe out the air. Like, we're same situation before, right? We got the drone
JS
again.
convert. Ooh. We're still really feeling each other out in neutral, even though both players have found hits.
It feels like they're pretty scared to overextend on their own offense for whatever reason. You know, testing each other out. First game, you know how it goes. It's nothing new.
Jeek finding the hit, converting in the super. Didn't need that much damage, but with Milia, every drop counts.
Right. Nice IB, allowing Cherry to get a punish here and a side swap as well. Now look at our OP. Super plus frames, and we have security cancel and some tension to spend along with it. Yo, Jeek, how do you get out of this?
You never know when that security cancel's coming. Just another resource to extend that pressure. You're dead. You're gone. I'm your god now.
That is a crazy timing. Okay, Cherio, I see you. Manipulating the PS4 or PS5 trophies.
Picked the right account to get the achievement.
Yup. It's all part of the grand plan.
Okay, nice backdash on the 5K. AT cancel again. You're just stuck in the corner. What do you do?
You gotta try and fight your way out after this wall break, hard knockdown. Because of the super, you know what that means. We also have positive bonus. You do have some tension on your end, so you can make something happen.
Wow, fuzzy throw.
Nice triple overhead into the fast RC to correct yourself regardless if it goes wrong.
Oh, did not get in the air in time.
That's so unfortunate. You know, for those who don't know, you want to block that super in the air to minimize the amount of risk of whatever incoming mixes on your way.
It's a little early there, but we're right back into game 2 here. Cherio picking up where he left off, just really suffocating pressure on the ground right now. Okay. Milia finally getting going. Corner position.
What?
Wow.
Wait, what? That's
Blocks the corner steal. Wow.
I'm surprised that store corner. I got mixed. You know it's good mix. If I'm watching and got hit.
I'll be honest, I don't think Jeek wanted that corner steal. Or maybe didn't know that was going to happen.
Oh! Didn't even attempt for a punish. Went for the side swap. Oh my God!
Bad Moon.
Way
Putting
to
in
go.
work. Shout out to Lee.
Sounds good. That's that stuff I love to see, right? Milia, a character that's hard to work in such high APM. It's not going to matter. High APM.
Gave it his all and came back in the round.
Back to back.
That's actually the third. He got one for getting positive bonus, too.
Oh, my God. Overwhelming power. You're right, yeah. Nice tech on that throw there. That was scary.
2S doing a lot in the ground game.
Cherio does have burst available, seems like.
Okay. You know, blocking this mix pretty easily. Jeek really struggling to find those big hits without doing something like Bad Moon RC.
Ooh. Oh my God. Flying into the corner. Yeah, just playing with death right in his face. You master, that was crazy.
Okay.
But look, who am I to judge? It worked out for you.
Burst on deck for both players going into round 3 here in game 2. Blocks the Bad Moon, has to burst. That was a close last starter. You were going to be seeing a lot of red after that.
Oh, the super jump immediately finds himself in such a positive position.
Side swap low. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, positive position, positive bonus. We have our security gauge as well. We have a full stick of butter coming up right here. We
Burst
have
still
burst
on deck.
on deck. Yes, right.
Blocks the Bad Moon and the mix after.
Wait.
The defense. Cherio. And
What are you gonna do? The big man is coming at you with the coffin. Has some meter to back himself up. Cherio up 2-0.
Jeek throwing all the, this esoteric mix. You don't know what side Millie is on. You don't know if it's going to be high-low.
I sure don't.
And Cherio blocking it all.
Yeah, definitely. It's gotta be super frustrating.
Duel 1.
And all this guy gotta do his once.
Here comes that Behemoth Typhoon.
Right.
Ooh. Okay, finally taking a turn back after the whiff 2S. That's been a real staple of the neutral so far for Cherio.
Yeah, kind of like that we saw in the beginning here. Jeek was actually playing more of a grounded game compared to before. Oh, it might not matter.
Oh, big damage. Blocks the cross up. Okay, getting something started. Love that corner carry with Capel. Okay, pressure continuing. Ooh, that BRC4 is going to let Cherio start his pressure.
Oh, that's a big behemoth to catch. Oh, man, that's tough. That's so tough, right? Millia could have a million more HP. She probably still died.
Oh, the big man does big damage. And I don't know about that corner position. What an air throw. Okay, the flex shield.
You know, I like
reset.
the flex shield. I don't even mind.
You know, gets the drone out, but didn't really turn into a factor there. So the security cancels are off the table for at least a little bit.
Nice, I like that. It's doing empty mirage for a reset here. Cherio does have burst on deck. Are we going to use it here? Probably not. We have an extra round on the table to use.
Yeah, Millia is going to go into round 3 without any burst, so there's not really any sense in hero bursting.
Right. You're up 2 games, you're up a round, you have a lot of time to use, a lot of help.
Ooh, okay, we're seeing some nice pressure here. Artemis, one of those pressure enders that's really hard to deal with for just about anyone in the cast.
Right. You need to have a specific answer, and Dolus, at least to my knowledge, doesn't have that answer.
The interaction, the whiff dust, but no real damage off the table for it. Ooh. Big close last starter. Reaching to the heavens.
Yeah. Coming back down to hell. White Wild Assault coming at you. We have security gauge. We're gonna catch a backdash. We're gonna
wrong
drop our
B2P.
couple.
Ooh, 2P trade there.
Nice tech on a throw there, but both players still have Wild Assault available. Jeek right here might see a burst. He might see it for Wild Assault. I don't know, any single situation could.
Oh, he has to burst.
Yeah.
Goldlewis might have one of the scariest 2Ps in the game to get hit by.
100%, right? It's plus on block
There's
and anti-air.
Skyfish. Pulled out the GAT.
What are you gonna do?
51 hits.
Goldlewis wins.
Yeah, there we go.
So a certain pudgy Faust fraud keeps talking shit, right? About a little tournament he got 4th in Tyrant's Grave. All I'm saying is you gotta like, if you want to prove yourself, clear your calendar, November or January. All I'm saying.
November or January? Is this like the early Tyrant's Grave date drop? Is that what we're getting here? Okay.
Oh, okay. Well,
All right. Okay.
oh, sure. I'm down with that.
All right. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Cool. We got a sneak peek at the next regional happening in Virginia. More than likely Tyrant's Grave, or maybe it's Battle on Blacksburg. 3.
Yeah.
One of the, I don't know, it's something going on, but hey, I'm not complaining.
If there's something I'm really enjoying about this current era of fighting games in the region, is that there are events starting, there are events growing, and there are events thriving in what is a really fun time to play fighting games.
I completely agree. You know, especially in our scene, it definitely felt like for a while, it felt really like oversaturated. You know, there was too much to do. I don't want to go to much at all, but honestly, seeing less, but bigger events, I love this. Brings me back a few years ago.
There's absolutely an era where, you know, if you wanted to play a fighting game in North Carolina on any given weekend, there was something going on in the state. And there are still a lot of events going on in the state on a monthly basis. You can travel.
Who dares to enter the mayhem?
So cool to have the growing scale, particularly here in Durham, you know, a city I've, you know, moved to as an adult and have grown to love. It's so cool that we have events like TOT here. They have the Retro Revival events running, and now we have Scrappy Quarterly.
What a time to be an NC.
And, you know, it's a good time to be a fighting game fan. We have so many games that are so different. You can find something that's for you now.
You know what, to speak on that, yeah, you're right. It's not just what a time to be NC, what a time to be fighting games, because even our neighbors have some really cool events, right? Yeah, 404 in Georgia. We just talked about 2 regionals, Battle on Blacksburg and Tyrant's Grave in Virginia. But none of that matters. Right now, let's get into it. Winners, semis, MacMans versus Daymac. Dayman, another team kill.
Big 6P for Mac there, corner carry. Ooh, goes the wrong way with that one, though. If there's something I appreciate with Mac's play is that he's so locked into anti-airing with 6P because Anji gets such good reward there. Double spin! Okay. Ooh! Anji getting dizzy over here. And then there's that JS over butterfly. That's going to be something we're going to see a lot, navigating the projectile well.
Wow,
Wrong way,
that's
6P.
heading behind his
Oh. Ooh, baits the parry.
A little bit down the active frames, but now Dayman has some tension, has burst available. It's up to Mac to fight out of this situation. He's going to keep spinning. Spin to win. Don't ever stop.
Guard crush parry, but hey, wow, what a scramble there at the end.
You know what? I get it. I get it. That's definitely something you don't see Vikings do, right? Obviously the guard cancel into the dash cancel. But people, Vikings kind of want to take their turn, but you know what? Dayman goes to opt for the throw. The same reward, honestly, right? You get your win condition, you're in the tether just like this, and it leads into a safe jump.
Ooh, we're keeping the pressure going. Does not debate the burst, just goes for it. That resource off the table.
Wait a minute, what was that?
Ooh, nothing personal, kid. Oh, man. Dayman taking game one really convincingly.
Yeah, that's pretty quick. Hold on, Mac. You were just talking big, brother. I need you to pick it up.
Damn. Talking about a player he's not facing in this top 8. Okay. For those of you at home, an audible oh my god for Macmins after that parry.
Oh, that 5H was huge.
Oh, big bait. Resource off the table. Mac fighting his way out of the corner, though. This could be huge in terms of corner carry, but drops and then counter hits the parry attempt.
No, I like this. I like the way that Mac is playing a lot right here, right? Definitely pushing the advantage while you have it, but you're not being angsty on defense. So maybe we should, right?
This scrambly neutral turning into big hits from both sides, but Dayman really thriving in that environment with Viking right now.
Yeah, definitely seems like Dayman is just making more of the hits.
And that kind of speaks to Vikin's nature as a character, as having to fight out of the corner against Anji a little harder than winning a neutral.
Wow, what a crazy match. You know, we're going to take this time to get out of there. You know what?
Reset to neutral.
Yeah,
I get it.
The Macman special. We're going to take you to the corner. No, we're not. We're going to drop our combo. Butterfly.
Ooh, that JS just short. Didn't work this time.
Oh, no punish. We didn't fall to the ground immediately, so there was no opportunity to punish. But Mac still makes it happen. Now we're doing 3 final round of game 2.
Ooh, big counter at 2H there. Yeah, you got to burst there. You do not want to give Viking positive bonus this early. Goes to the overhead.
Nice, good blocks. Oh, the triple overhead gets everybody. We have tension and spend on Max, and in just a second, we might see a YRC, we might see a parry, we might see none of it because Dayman
keeping it simple. One more hit.
What?
The wrong side, JK?
Wait a second. I don't know what to be more shocked about. The wrong side, JK, or the wake up Yozansen attempt.
Woo. And the no time for us to breathe, no time for the players to breathe right into game 3. Oh my goodness. Ooh, the Tommy did not negate the butterfly there.
Really interesting. I think it would have.
I think the spacing was just a little off.
Probably right.
There we go. Sending Viking through the wall with the fan super. Ooh. That, finding these hits in neutral, this is going to be a quick round if Dayman doesn't block.
You know, it might be one of those angles where we just give the round away. Macmans, I appreciate the fact that Mac is just not autopiloting into fish. It's one of those situations. Anji has 2 health bars over you. You might as well just give it up for them.
Oh yeah, don't burn the burst. Ooh, air throws the Ko. Okay, here we go. Oh! Both players going for options that don't turn into anything. We're just back at it. Mac once again showing the restraint to not auto-fish, being mindful of the resource involved.
I appreciate the way that Dayman is playing, right? Just like going for a reason. We're not stopping. Look at this. Mac!
Great block on the Yozansens and fights out!
No, oh, wow.
Oh, no meter to burn to make that safe. You got to burst instead. Big opportunity.
Okay, we're just going to opt for the wall break here. I understand, Mac.
Positive bonus. Very scary with Anji because he can high-low you, fast RC. He really uses that resource well.
Oh, we bet it all on a Yuzansen, and it doesn't matter. Yeah, Mac didn't kill, but Mac corrected the mistake. Taking a game, going on a game 4. Looks like that breather.
Okay.
Yeah, we're taking a breather.
A little bit of water, just taking a second. This has been such a fast-paced set so far.
Yeah, it's been fast.
It's really just, options, flying. Something that we saw in Game 2 in particular that I'd like Damon to get back to is JH, because it's so active and opens up a lot of opportunity after on hit or block. I'd like to see a little bit more of that. But you got to win neutral first to get there. Ooh, butterfly combo.
Nice. All right, we know what? Spending burst immediately on both sides. I get it. I'm not even mad at it.
JS JD Yozansen?
Yeah, Mac is continuously anticipating the cross-up Yozansen there because of the walk-up, as we're seeing, but it's just not happening. Mac keeps getting hit same side. I think we saw that happen the last, like, 4 knockouts.
Yeah, the cross-ups aren't working. It's the same side JS that's doing a lot of work.
Nice. Good job on the 6P. We're going to spend our meter immediately. No, I like that. We're trying to bait a burst, but you know what? We get secure the kill anyways. That's the best kind of situation you can be in. Right?
Very low commit to bait there.
Yeah.
Okay. Mac, once again, getting started off with 6P. That's 40% for an anti-air. Okay, first gone from Anji trying to keep the positioning.
Yeah. Burst gone immediately. These 6Ps, yeah, there you go. Macmans has the download, recognizes that Dayman is mostly just approaching in the air. It is one of Vikin's strongest, approaching offense, so I don't blame him.
That was the fastest game of this set, I think.
I think so, yeah.
We're going to a last game, 2-2. Mac trying to complete the reverse sweep. Dayman trying to hold him off.
Yeah, I'm wondering how Dayman is going to adjust here, right? Because like I mentioned before, it seems like Mac has a download on just stopping the air approach. That is priority number 1.
Duel 1.
Committing something like H-Kabari is scary because Anji just been through it, you know? Oh, big. Yeah, you got to burst. You do not want to go through the wall.
Nice, keeping it optimal. We get a safe jump as well. We're going to opt for the tether instead. We have 50 tension to spend. Let's see a mix-up.
Just what? 2P. No, that was corner-to-corner carry.
That was corner, yeah.
Just 2P in a dream, and I guess 50 meters, but you know.
A positive bonus. We're going to use it. Oh my god, now we get the slowdown effect as well.
Oh, the bait. Oh. And now suddenly Macman's on set point.
Yeah, this is a scary situation to be from Dayman, right? Oh no, he tried to air grab like before, but you got guard crushed. This is not where you want to be if you are Dayman. Macman's positive bonus on deck. Now you could just lose for making a mistake.
Ooh. And parry, thrown. Good 5P mash out, but still a lot of work to do if you're Dayman. Okay.
Yeah, we're seeing it all there on a Yozansen. We do have burst on the table. Yeah, waiting for the 5H. Can't jump cancel that one.
One more option. Run up, gold burst. What? Macmans.
Angie wins.
Biggest, that was the biggest contributing factor to Macman's win, right? Because we converted off of every single 6P.
Yes.
The 6Ps hits the ground and the air. I mean, this has one of those.
Big button.
Big button.
But it was such a, for how fast-paced and crazy Strive is, having the narrative of a set be you anti-aired well and converted off the situation, that's such pure fighting game fundamentals.
Right.
No, even though, yes, Anji's 6P, a god poke. You drop that button into any other fighting game, that shit is top 1 button broken. But, it was just speaks to Mac's basic fundamentals across multiple games.
Dude,
that
coat is killing me. Oh my god.
yeah, Kid Dracula has pulled up with the Yamazaki coat.
The furriest.
The black fur Yamazaki coat. And earlier, I think like after, you know, Pool 1 had played and he made top 8, I look at him like, aren't you hot? Because I was standing in like the crowd running the pool, boiling.
Right.
Dares to enter the mayhem. Johnny. Man.
Or do the TOD right now.
Do it
I
right
will
now.
Venmo you $10 if you do it right now. First try.
Okay. Hey, check your buttons and make $10 at the same time. All right, we're not doing it. We're not.
Dares to enter Johnny.
Okay, so we are going to see Eno versus Johnny. This is a color 1 versus color 1 matchup.
No alternate colors. We are going in it. This is default cap colors.
So this is really going to be Eno's high-low mix versus Johnny Space Control.
Mankind knew that they cannot
Yeah,
change
because Johnny, you know, no meterless reversal, does have a metered one, but it is a big commitment, especially against Eno, where everything can't just be a single.
We're pressing MLA.
yeah.
We're writing essays. But, you know, there it is. Johnny does not need a ton to, you know, force at least a long block string and create space. His close slash being so fast and so big does a lot of heavy lifting in that regard.
Yeah, definitely, right? And Eno, sometimes they like to approach from really high in the air. Wait a minute, what was that? Did I hit the flex shield?
Yeah, that was a misinput to flex shield. 50 burst, gone. But Johnny getting started anyway. Card down. Ooh.
How unfortunate for KD here.
Quick conversion into the Joker trick. But yeah, see, he just instantly makes space with Misfiner back. And you're minus 15, but you're all the way across the screen. There's not a lot you can do.
Right, you're across the screen playing against Johnny, right? Really fast step dash.
Goes high
Really
again.
high damage, really long buttons. You block something, Orange Wild Assault. There's a lot that can happen here. KD has to make a miracle happen.
Air throw punish on Sultry. Wow.
Wait.
That was so smart. Through the card, you normally expect the K Misfiner, so it pops and continued pressure. Does 2S instead.
That was smart.
Goes low.
I like that.
And that's game 1 for OK1. Kid Dracula, you know, didn't really get going, but
Yeah.
we also saw a couple things like throwing Sultry. OK knows the matchup.
Yes, 100%. They probably play all the time considering they are from the same region, but yeah. If you are air throwing that, yeah, you know ball.
Yeah. Air throwing Sultry is like, that is the, like, okay, it's like someone's like, oh, what's your favorite anime? Hajime no Ippo. You know ball.
Right.
You know ball.
Sure. I haven't read or watched Depot. I don't know.
All you need to know is,
I don't know ball.
all you need to know is it's B.
Okay, I believe you.
That's all you need to know.
Okay.
But we're going game 2. We took a bit of a break. Not matching the frantic pace of the first set here, or the last set here.
Wait a minute, we are optimal, but slightly mistimed. The Misfinder for the knockdown, trying to keep the corner.
Ooh. We're doing some awkward little, you know, strange representations of Eno movement, trying to open things up. But just Johnny doing a lot right now. 6B Mistfinder does not get a card down off that vault.
All right, OK1 might be a real threat. This F thing,
Strokes under first slash. Wrong way, Mistfinder, but it doesn't matter.
I have never seen Mistfinder go in the wrong direction ever in my life. Kid Dracula was so close to getting a punish on it.
Okay, card and Senga. Party time. Oh, we're just looping Guard Crush now.
Yeah. Okay, now we find a way out. Wait! No, we're grabbing Stroke.
Oh.
I am shocked that actually worked.
It is so hard to keep up with the pace of we're seeing card, Guard Crush, RC, card, Guard Crush. Just suffocating pressure.
Hey, I like that.
Ooh.
I don't like this though.
Vault, deal, kill.
Yeah, this is pretty rough if you're Kid Dracula. But honestly, I think things are going pretty okay. Up 2 games.
I'd say so. When you tell the dealer hit me, this is not what you're asking for.
At first, we don't want to give. Yeah, we don't want to give Eno a positive bonus. I get that. I respect this.
Okay. Ooh, big conversion there. Card taps the toes, and we're going through the wall.
That was half your health gone off a single combo, and
now guessing for your life here. Has to spend the resource.
Yeah, I really like that. OK was so close to actually baiting the YRC there. We saw the startup of the Roman cancel, but doesn't matter. Kid Dracula. Take him to the wall. We have positive. OK has a full stick of butter. This is so scary. Wait a minute.
I think the super was to call out dive, but just too early.
Yeah, I really like it.
Oh, you're guessing for your life right now.
What do, right? You reverse some super, you whip and die. The best thing to do is just hold it.
I think was expecting, like, you know, instead of opting for the high-low, just thinking a throw was coming. And just, you get got sometimes. And OK1 continuing this pressure. Katie really, oh. Yep.
KMF counter hit, you know what that means. You're dead.
Whew. Oh, you might be dead, and that is Joker trick through the wall. OK1 looking more than okay. 3-0.
Looking great. You're looking great here. 3-0 in Kid Dracula. Strong player.
Johnny wins.
line lately with the changes in this patch.
Obviously, Elfelt, one of those characters that, you know, get the lollipop chain, the easy Rekka, and you'll be able to go flying. But already, I mean, Lurie's just starting off strong.
Oh, yeah. Oh, goes for the command grab. He loves to get that throw on and then start applying the mix. Ooh, shuts down the RC, but the Afro pop leaves you in the corner.
Yeah, Lurie is just not stopping this corner Oki. And there we go, getting another counter sweep.
Just the 2D, lights the Afro. Bomb is there too. Teleports around the bomb. That's so tricky. And just like that, the round's over.
Yeah, no, that was over before it started. It really didn't feel like Gummy was able to really start the match.
Oh, 5K. And 2P, we're pressing some lights here in situations right now. Okay, party starter.
Yeah.
Okay, high. Resets, does not continue the combo, builds the meter. And now we're going to break the wall. No, it drops.
It's fine, though. It's fine, though. We're getting close, and there we go. Now we've broken the wall. Gummy got a lot stronger of a life lead.
Ooh, wow. From the top rope, the doctor is in.
I don't think anybody was expecting that one to come out.
I loved the idea to use Bridal Express RC to get out from where Faust can drop, and it didn't matter.
Not at all. Oh my goodness, they're warping again too. Lurie cannot stop mixing up against Gummy.
Okay, ooh, guard, you have to FD that, and then the run up 2P, and that's game one for Lurie. Look, if you give a man a fish, he eats for a day. If you teach a man to crow PRC, he wins sets for a lifetime. Oh, we're checking the. Oh, it looks like someone stole the audio. What? Oh, okay. Elfelt is maybe disappearing for the Nago. Yes.
Yeah, I've been watching Gummy's matches throughout the night. Usually they'll go on the app.
Particularly in Season 4, but the basics of blood management, the feel for the character and the pace in neutral, that does not change. But Lurie does not care. Lurie is here to win and is picking up right where he left off. Okay. Doesn't quite get a combo out of it, and we are high blood, but not a bad place to be in this matchup because Faust is not going to suffocate. I stand corrected. Faust is going to suffocate you. You are going to get a new haircut, and you're going to get put in the corner. Oh, that was... Oh my goodness. Filthy cross-up with the crow. Oh, wow.
So what I'm seeing is basically Gummy in this game just has to make sure they do not get in the corner. You cannot give Lurie anything.
Back throw. It could happen to you, and that's a pop. Oh, this might be over. Charge dust. Will build burst. Oh, just cuts it short. Takes the positive bonus and gonna try and bait the burst here. And then 5P. Oh, wow. Game 2, lightning quick.
Just blood. You got to keep that in effect. I think that's the first match tonight.
Duel 1.
Right into game 3. No deliberation here on the character. Ooh, just empty Beyblade, doesn't cancel.
Ooh, able to make an opening. Keep the juggle going all the way to the East Coast.
A pixel away from popping. Now going to use those big normals to chip away, control some space, and steals the trumpet with Beyblade. You're gonna. Oh, high risk, high reward. Pops, and it's on the ground.
Oh, this could be bad for Gummy, especially look at that health fly away.
Afro's lit. Spent the burst, but we're back to neutral. Low blood, lots of resources. Clone doing the Lord's work here.
Able to get that round on Lurie, but Lurie's already starting out strong, warping into the corner again.
Mini Faust and Meteors as the item pulls. Really strong start.
Gummy had such a good hitbox on that tag.
5H is big. It was interesting that it actually procced Mini Faust, but it didn't matter because you got the hit, so you can take the block stun from Mini Faust. Meteors out, crosses up.
Okay.
Ooh, kind of, halfway shimmied out there with the 5K baits YRC. And now Lurie on set point.
This is going to be very scary for Gummy right now. You lose this, you're out of the top 8. And they know this. They're already going to the corner, but the whiff grab is going to be the perfect setup.
Faust has so many ways to get on the other side out of the corner and just make the corner his own. It's so scary, particularly when you have someone who has such strong mix like Lurie. Back throw. Wait.
Okay.
Ooh, BRC into nothing. I don't know what Gummy was looking for there.
I'm not sure myself. I mean, they still have burst. It's still something. Oh my goodness.
And there's Pro PRC. 5H. We're just gonna block the bomb out. Another mini Faust. The item luck has been great for Lurie so far.
Absolutely, just keeping Gummy out, making sure they have good zoning, but Gummy's still trying to find a way in, especially with that Wild Assault.
Yeah, just Miss Basic went right into Mini Faust, and now High Blood, you don't have a lot of options here, and that might do it. The OTG will do it.
Faust wins.
Wow. You know, I gotta be honest.
What's up?
You kinda got smoked by some item pulls there.
Oh, yeah.
Many Faust on deck, Meteors on deck.
Yeah.
Weights.
Yeah.
I saw maybe one donut that entire set.
I think there was a grand total of 1. Maybe like 1 banana no peel as well.
Yeah.
It happens, you know. Hey, I gave it a fair shot with Alpha. Honestly, I think sticking with Alpha is the best choice. But honestly, when I'm fighting Lurie, it's most fun with Nago.
When you did Bridal RC to get out of the crows and still came from the top rope, I was like, oh.
It happens. It happens. What am I gonna do?
I think my statement, just the line I went with, I think after game 1 or 2 was, you know, you teach a man to fish, he'll eat, or you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. You teach a man to crow PRC, he'll win sets for a lifetime.
100%. Yeah. Yeah.
It's such a why not option, particularly when you have item cover.
Yeah, you know, and Lurie is he typically just always does it. You know, I was a little slow in my reactions, but I was low key clip farming. I hold back, I wait for K Crow, and I do bite. It beats
You know, it's so funny. I was just playing casuals before top 8, and Lurie walks by and he's like, "You're playing Furman casual?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Reversal bite. It'll break him." And sure enough, I was in the corner against Soul Bad Guy, and I did reversal bite, and that shit worked.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those things where it's so stupid. Why would you do it? That's
high level fighting games, baby.
Yeah,
you got to represent the really unorthodox options.
Yes. You know, there was another unorthodox option that happened against Cherio. Not against Cherio, I'm sorry, against Lurie just now. Towards the end, I got a blood pop.
I mean, we saw some H-Kabari usage against Macmans with the threat of spin being accepted and sort of known as, you know, Anji spins through it, you might have to RC back to avoid fish,
Right.
those interactions. Here, Johnny does not have spin.
No, but you know, it's interesting because Nago Biken is typically considered Nago favorite because the long buttons.
Yeah.
Just how much space you control. Nago doesn't have a really fast step dash.
That is true.
So, in some areas, Johnny is better. In some areas, Nago is better. But we'll have to wait.
The hard burst bait early.
Off rip? Oh, nah. Okay.
We'll love the block on the Yozansen, but doesn't block the second. Oh, wow. That fast pace here early.
You know what? That was definitely a biking run if I've ever seen it. And we have burst available for the next round to spend however we would like.
6P calls out the far slash at round start. Ooh, tether on. You got to hold this mix. 6K gets the burst out.
Nice KMF right there. Unfortunately, we get no pickup off of it. What? We get a card toss. Wait a minute. Oh, Dayman actually managed to avoid it.
Yeah, the super jump over the extended vertical hitbox. So smart. Through the wall now, though. Ooh. I love wire seeing there to avoid dealing with the card pop.
We do have burst available. We do have... Wow, that IBFD sent you, wow, to the next region. I don't even mind it. You know what? It worked out in OK's favor. Now we are down to a round apiece.
That IBFD sent Dayman to Charleston.
Yeah, that was really far. What? Like I don't think I've ever actually seen IBFD work better.
They were already pretty far, and then max range. There's the first wake-up parry representation. That's going to be so important defensively, just to have the threat there, even if you don't necessarily do it. Okay, did it again. Not as successfully this time. Ooh. Oh, JK. Doing a little bit of work. Extended pressure now. There's Johnny. Close slash.
Yeah, the
Goes
close
under
slash.
JD.
You know, that's not the shocking part to me. I think the shocking part to me was Johnny had time to dash, hit close slash before biking to JD, before the entire enemy.
It's
Startup, recovery, dumbass.
Johnny's dash is very fast, and his close slash was very fast.
Yeah.
Something that these characters have in common. Very fast close slashes. Another parry attempt. Goes nowhere. And what's his name?
It's something. I don't know.
Yanni.
I might need a reminder later on. You know, I do like using the super there early. You know, Damon was about to get burst once again, so it's better to break the wall, get positive. Look at our resources.
Ooh,
Wait!
another parry that goes nowhere.
Genius.
Okay, now I'm seeing this. Okay, loves to do this. Doing vault without deal to establish mix after. Oh no, I bet that was a throw input.
Yeah, that was definitely a throw. I think the same thing probably would have happened nonetheless.
Okay. Backdashes Escabari. Double PRC. Might want that resource later, because now you're in the mix, and Johnny has meter, and Deacon does not. You're in a whole 50-50s now.
Yeah, and it's very scary, right? Because we talked about the parry being an option, but it's not an option against Johnny because... Ooh! You know what? I respect it. Gonna super. What a time to do it. It's probably going to kill. No chance to burst. They're laughing about it.
I love that option. Recognize there was a backdash, but Biken had burst. The lockout option, just go straight into the super to kill.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, we're just right into game 3 here. Okay, continuing the domination here from round start. Oh, card toss gets counter hit. Does not go through the wall. Ooh, we're just jumping and throwing the cards out. All right. Okay.
Oh, baiting throw with Senga getting hit like you're gonna get hit.
You're
Oh,
dead! You're dead!
I'm shocked. I forgot. Senga hits like a truck.
And Senga is just short of a pile bunker in this patch.
Wait, damage-wise, like raw damage?
It's a little bigger a gap now, but in launch season 4, it was actually a pile bunker.
Okay. That is insane.
Okay, tether applied. Okay, Tatami pressure just blocks the highs.
Challenge to get the bar slash there, and we're gonna catch the back dash. Oh, unfortunately, the car pop's not working for us here.
Okay, I love the response there. Just really shutting down the movement. Oh, charge dust. This should kill. Doesn't know the combo. Okay, I get it. That's fair.
You know what? Yeah, sure. Why not? Let it rock. We had all that attention to spend. Might as well use 3. Or maybe that was intentional. Maybe just to gain a little bit of burst.
Yes, you do. Now, if you do the Ender move in a charge dust combo, you are guaranteed positive bonus on landing. Oh, great conversion there. Oh, the misfinder misses. Just presses close slash.
Yeah, I like the JV there, the alter, the momentum. Dayman, yeah, baiting a burst.
Wait.
Really nice.
Wait a ooh, same side. Did not do the JS, did a JH this time. So similar to what we saw with Magnets, faking the cross up.
Right, it's the same thing as always, right? The micro walk into the same side or the left, right. It's so hard to tell. I'm looking for a tap. I don't think there is.
Oh, no.
Maybe the way they jump.
It is vibes only, baby.
Okay.
But Damon on the board now.
Got a point up there.
A little bit more work to do, but not out of it yet. Okay, see, we're seeing like these extended pressure sequences in neutral where Johnny can reset, or he can just push you across the screen like that. Ooh, goes low, baits the burst. You're going through the wall.
Yeah, and if you're someone like, okay, it's not even a bad idea to just, this is okay, because you're in positive.
Ooh, there's that cross of Hansen. Baited the burst. I think there's only one more hit on the combo, so I understand the drop, but was looking for it. This is going to hurt. You might be dead.
Wait, Johnny can just combo like that? That is insane, but you know what? That's super. Why not?
Yeah, Joker Trick doing the work, and now, okay, on set point.
Huge whip punish and an excellent usage of the Wild Assault to break the left. Like 20-30% gone immediately.
Okay, counter hit JS. We're getting a nice little combo and some Oki here. Same side. Ooh, catches with H Kabari. Tether applied. We're throwing. Oh, we are going to do the combo. Get the burst out.
I like this approach. Dayman actually in their own domain expansion. The air is where they thrive. Almost baited the YRC there with their attention span.
Ooh, okay. Ooh. Oh, no, the recovery in time.
Gasp. This is a scary situation. If you're Dayman, you do have bursts, but that risk is building.
Ooh.
Nice job.
Called out the KMF. Got in. Going to last round here in game 4. And this is the start Dayman wanted. Big damage, corner carry, tether applied now. Same side, empty, back throw. You're going through the wall for this, baby.
Up, and you're going to take the super with you. So much return on this.
That super did build Johnny bar.
Yes.
So we've got a lot of resources on deck, but this is still very scary. Ooh, okay, blocks. Trying to get that YRC out with those JPs.
I think OK might have been the first one to block the triple overhead off of that.
There's that active JH.
Hitting super deep. I'm so shocked that it actually worked. But, Dayman, that second of that breather really mattered. Now we're here at game 5. Another game 5.
Another game 5. 6 feet to call out the first slash again. Oh, no real combo there, but we're seeing a lot more confidence in neutral from Dayman here. Ooh, Tommy, 2-8 starter, was looking for the burst. Late burst. And there's Nsenga. No combo, no finisher.
Yeah, nerves are definitely here right now. Dayman nor OK have burst on the table. Whoa!
Ooh, what a block!
Good blocks.
Oh, we hadn't seen a whiff parry in a while. Okay. Not really spending the bar on H-Kabari RC on the follow-up. And now, continuing pressure to Tommy Matt. Another parry. I wonder if that's a misinput, maybe?
You know, I think
Wow,
I think
an air
Dayman
throw.
might have just been trying to call out okay, pressing a button on minus frames there, you know, and force a turn, but unfortunately did not work out in their own favor.
Ooh, okay. You're going to hold a card set up here. Ooh, catch the back dash with Nsenga.
This is gonna hurt.
Barely built the bar there. Just micro walked forward to get it. And now throwing the J up, sending you through the wall, and now you're guessing for your life here. Oh! The double jump for the air throw. Oh my goodness. Fuzzy overhead, gets the burst out.
Very scary situation, but we managed to squeeze out a bar slash. Okay, does have burst on the table. We're gonna match.
Wake up 2D! Wake up 2D to win the set. Okay, one moving on, sending Dayman out at 5th.
You know what? Losing like that, not a bad way to go. Okay, your run is going pretty okay, but you gotta fight the winner of our next set. Lurie versus Jeek. Another team kill.
This isn't even a team kill. This is an NC team kill and an RFL team kill.
Oh, it's double different. This is crazy.
This is the nuclear taco bowl right here.
Taco must be so proud.
Shout out to Taco. Genuinely one of the most passionate people I've met about the FGC. Very cool to see how RFL has grown. I was, affiliated with the org for a while, doing commentary with them. Nothing but nice things to say about RFL. And now, RFL Showdown right here.
Yeah, these are definitely like the two best players on the team, right? Lurie, Jeek, pop out of every major they go to, top eight every local they go to. I mean, if they're there, if they're at your local, they're showing out.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, RFL has grown a really stacked roster in the last year or so. I mean, had Red I Am Not playing in AWT.
Yeah.
Got an LCQ spot from the loser side alongside Red Ditto. Got to play on Fool's Day.
Crazy hard sets after that. Like, those sets were amazing. Arc World Tour, yeah, you're right. Arc World Tour did just happen. Dang, that feels like such a long time ago.
It was last weekend.
Right?
You've been moving. You got stuff going on. But looking at the bracket situation, Jeek and Lurie about to face off. Winner will have the honor of fighting OK1's Johnny. But after this, we get to go back up to the winner's side for the lore matchup.
Yeah, Cherio versus Mac, man. Oh, man. They tell stories about this battle like in stone tablets, all right? This has been an NC/Virginia staple.
This is really, the blood feud. It's so funny because when Matt came to, trash talk at Lurie a little bit about Tyrant's Grave, I really thought he was about to call out Andre instead.
I was hoping he would, but you know what? Mac did call out Andre. About a few weeks ago, went to a church, did the whole Eddie Brock bit, and well, here we are.
That's
they're meeting
true. We didn't have that tweet on deck for production, but yes, that did happen. So we've got a lot going on here. Okay, this is a button check. Yeah, there's the gold burst. We talk, gold bursts are such a staple, but the NC gold burst is something that we haven't seen as much in brackets anymore.
They took it away from us.
I just want to say, at Frosty, I had about 45 minutes waiting for a stream match against Leffen.
Yeah.
And I said in Frog Court, I'm going to round start gold burst on Leffen game 1.
Did it work?
It hit. I got perfected, but it hit.
Okay, let's go.
So I'm preserving history there with the NC gold burst. Just like we're watching history here, Jeek Lurie here, loser's side at SQ. Okay. Oh, we're just slinging far slash early. Has a little snack on the way in, get some potassium. Aggressive burst.
Potassium up on the field, one away. Jeek but no burst on either side, actually. And you know what? This is going to be amazing for G, because not only does Lurie hard knocked out, we have positive as well. And
Lurie's going to super PRC, maybe? Oh, chose not to. Okay, Artemis pressure. Just backs off after. Doesn't really want RPS. And now we're back out into mid-screen. Throw PRC. The classic. And now Milia in the corner. Ooh. Tap dust. Actually, 8 over Mini-Faust got the bomb instead.
Trying to meet Zeke in there. The 2K right there. Wait, and we're going to burst there as well. Back to back hero bucks.
Weird. Oh, this is a heroic set today.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh, 6H. Ooh, knocks the bomb away.
Oh, Lurie trying to crawl the H-ness there, but you know what? We got caught out trying to do that as well.
Okay, Hammer coming in to save the day. Oh, same side with the Meteors, no cross-up. Another throw PRC. YRC's spends the resource. We're just going to keep things really simple with pressure. Faust, a character that can really challenge after Lust Shaker effectively because of his big normals. Okay, Trumpets, here comes the parade. And we're going to the last round here. Ooh, aggressive round start from Jeek, very passive round start from Lurie. Okay, Trumpet on deck.
God, Jeek managed to squeeze it out. Wait a minute, Mini-Faust.
Oh no! Pressed a little too early on the deflect shield. Okay, we're just going through here. I was wondering if the natural progression of that combo was going to go to the Trumpet. Did not. Okay, resource out. Close slash after YRC.
Oh.
Bad moon.
Yeah, Jeek is just going for resets. We're not even going to break the wall. Lurie's not leaving here.
Had to deflect shield again. Wait coming. Ooh, okay.
What an answer.
6P scalpel thrust. Another snack on the way in. Keeping things simple, not committing to the throw, really. Does not 6P that thrust, got 2P instead, and dies for it!
Clean it, hold on. Lurie, the god on defense. Wait.
Oh, no! He got 2P instead of 6P.
Wait.
He was gonna 6P the thrust.
Yeah, Jeek was with definitely the right thing there. Wait, we're not actually reacting. We're always going to try and 6P charge thrust.
Millie is probably a character that can successfully IAD in, but that spacing is really awkward to deal with in there.
And even then, right, I feel like if you're quick on the draw, you recognize that thrust is coming, you might be able to double air dash.
Potentially. Oh, but now Afro on deck. Faust looking stylish and ooh.
Wait! Lurie trying for something saucy here. I like the attempt, but unfortunately it didn't work out.
Oh, man. Through the wall. Doesn't quite get the kill, but great situation. I wonder if Jeek held forward just to prevent Lurie from getting burst there.
You know, that is definitely a real strategy. You know, like just abandon shit, go next round. Now they're even on resources then.
Ooh, runs past the falling hammer, and now we're into some Milia shenanigans. Ooh, okay. Capel, same side.
Oh, we were using Capel like it's not nerfed.
We are slamming on it. This swinger, this kill?
Yeah,
yes, it's kill.
0 guts plus the wall break damage. I'd be shocked if it didn't kill.
Milia, you know, it happens. Okay, ooh. Mirage into throw. We're keeping things pretty simple. Yeah, we're the banana peel.
Potassium buff is real.
Looney Tunes just coming into play here. Another banana peel on deck for Jeek to look through. Fakes the hammer, making the command grab attempt safe too. Just goes to show Lurie understands how to use these items so effectively.
Yeah. Definitely plays around them very well. I like that, you know,
ooh,
100 tons in the air, you gotta avoid the ground.
Lots of weights and a lot of afros.
And we have meteors as well. They did unfortunately whip, and the afros went away as well. They are not cooperating with Lurie here.
Okay, wow, big positioning switch from Jeek. This won't kill. This did kill!
Yeah.
Minimum wall damage throws me for a loop.
Yeah, gotcha twice.
Ooh.
Lurie's RNG has been really good here on the item pulls, but unfortunately, they're just not able to make much use of it.
Absolutely. I mean, I think something that we saw particularly at the end of that set, Jeek was so good at like repositioning, getting out of the corner, even if it didn't mean winning like a hit or winning an interaction, it was just escaping with the positioning. Gonna have to do it again now though, because, oh, actually, wow. Just running at Faust to push him back. There's Super PRC.
It was coming eventually.
It's not a Lurie set if you don't see Super PRC, you know?
Definitely not.
Okay, Afro on. What's the mix?
No return, high risk.
That's
Is the game acknowledging
nuts.
Faust is bad? Wait, that was so genius. Not picking up the Afro, but using hole-in-one to knock the Meteors and the Afro onto Jeek for a guaranteed guard cushion.
Oh man, just further showing the item like mastery that Lurie has built playing this character since season 1, since the Dark Ages.
Yeah, the Dark Ages. I was just thinking about like counter hit 2D. Did Faust get a combo there?
Oh, tried to air throw, but Millia was on the ground for once. Tick throw. Like deflect shield out. Oh, you're gonna wish you had that burst. Destruction and creation here happening on screen.
Yeah, we are creating an even set as we are 1-1 last round.
Hard blue wild assault to catch the backdash.
Nice, that 2K was massive. We have burst, but yeah, we're gonna keep the wall. I like this. I like this play from Lurie. Try not to play neutral with Millia if we can avoid it.
Okay. Forster in the air with the Afro love, but you know, burst off the table now. Mini Faust, here we go. Lots of small hits, nothing really turning into a combo right now. That might turn into a combo. There we go. Ooh, blocks the JK.
Yeah,
Doesn't
50 meter, you know what that means.
Woo. My man said, Crow PRC.
Lurie feeling himself stressed, taking a breather and swinging on her head. The music must be that good.
And you know, I've personally never watched Bluey. I choose to think he's listening to the Bluey theme song right
He
now.
probably is. You know, and hey, Lurie, father of two, definitely a power-up at this point.
You know, the people talk about dad strength a lot. This is dad strive strength.
True. You gotta put on the Bluey OST.
Meteors out, getting the good pulls. Lots of bananas this game, but all in all, great RNG for Lurie. Bomb out. Both
like
players
that.
playing around it well. Ooh,
Yeah,
low
only
burst.
one lost there, burst because of it. Mini Faust is
Walking the wrong way. Oh, gets procced by the disc. Wait,
another Mini Faust. Wait a minute.
They are clocking in today for their shift. Love that throw tech from both players.
Yeah.
Great awareness on the positioning. Cross up. Bit of hesitation looking for the hero burst.
Wait, we're sending it. The item super.
Oh, here comes the parade.
Yeah, Mini Faust is on deck. We have 110. We got more
Ooh,
trumpet.
whiff 6P not punished. Gets in anyway. Another trumpet coming to lock Faust down. And the homies run by, and Faust is dead.
Yeah, there was no surviving that, unfortunately. Item luck could have been better, but Lurie getting the big thrust and the home run as well. Mini Faust out on the screen.
Okay, Millia, new do. And then just JS knowing that it's coming, and now that Afro's gonna be lit. Okay, keep it simple, not going for anything too crazy. No whiff punish
The
again!
recovery on that move is so large.
Runs under love. Then Artemis goes the wrong way. Okay, we are set. Oh, hits the deflect shield again. Mini Faust keeping the pressure alive.
Yeah, Lurie opting for reset, trying to get a sneaky command grab to close out the round. Yeah, but Jeek
Has bar. G crosses up, so Super PRC's not a threat. And then JK mix.
I'm shocked that combo, to be honest.
Lurie on set point now. Big thrusts. Seeing a really big focus on ground and neutral here so far. Meteor's mini Faust. Ooh, okay, party starter. Just deflect shields out, but Millia does not care. Oh no.
Oh, going for one.
It's a big thrust.
Yeah, big damage as well. And we're going to refresh our resources as well, right?
She got that JK and then nothing else, and he's going to have to burst.
What?
Here comes the parade, OTG. No, Faust from the top rope! He clocked in today! Oh my goodness! Mini Faust making up for every time he's walked the wrong way. Every time Mini Faust didn't show up for work.
Every time Mini Faust got Lurie killed, the voucher has been redeemed and he clocked in. He actually did his job. Cheat! And Lurie progresses on in the bracket. But you know what? Round of applause to G. Like we mentioned,
Great.
Strong player. These sets are always close.
Oh, yeah. It's one of those sets that, you know, in Strive, you know, the difference between a 3-2 and a 3-1 isn't that crazy. Same thing, difference between a 3-1 and a 3-0. Like, it's such a volatile game that there can be sets that are 3-0s that were close.
Yeah.
So, you know, good run for Jeek. Sucks that we had the NC RFL team kill, but what a set from Lurie. I cannot believe these item pulls.
They're godlike. You know, I thought Lurie already cashed in all the luck, you know, getting all the meteors, the afros, the weights, hammers, but nope. They just keep getting them. Why not?
I need someone in the audience. I need someone to go check on Skullduggers, because this is his RNG.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think I need to check Lurie's pet. You probably got the Skullduggery Game Shark attached onto it right now.
Either that or like Doug is just trapped in Lurie's basement.
Lurie,
like,
let me see that.
Hey, Lurie,
let me see the stick real quick.
Where did you install the Doug RNG?
Yeah, where's the Game Shark? Where's the Skulldugger's Game Shark? I know it's on you.
All I'm saying is, when you do the power break, you get it 100%. When I throw Mini Faust, I get like 30%.
I mean, yeah, but he clocked in today.
Dude, this guy sucks.
Okay, Snorlax or Slowpoke here.
Yeah, but it costs a resource. It costs a resource.
Look, all I'm saying is,
Draw?
Look,
Nothing.
go, Larry, go.
You're right.
Larry, go to a gas station, get a scratch off after this bracket. That's all I'm saying.
Go RPS on a scratch off. Go fucking buy one, bro. Go make $1 million.
You know, I gotta respect Larry sticking with that character through the highs and the lows. But sometimes he's like, I gotta work so hard. I got RNG, and I'm like, dog, character select is right there.
Dude, yeah, I know.
Yeah, I get a pile bunker every time I input it.
You know what?
Because I chose Slayer on character select, man.
Lurie does have a Leo as well.
Yes, that has been worked on. I've seen that recently. But we're getting into hey, is this button check? No button check. Right into it. Anji Mito, Gold Lewis Dickinson, Moses versus the Secretary of Defense.
Duel 1.
Oh man. Okay. Well, this is probably the fated matchup that we all been waiting for here. They're probably, if I had to wager, I'd say regardless of who wins here, they're running into each other again at the end of the bracket.
Oh yeah, we're gonna see a lot more games of this. Big spin here, but no fish. Matt is so good at recognizing when the opponent has resources and can PRC back, not throwing fish out of that situation consistently across top 8.
Right.
PRC forward, just close slash, and get in that corner. Oh.
Yeah, the very visible jump from Macman. Shocked that Jario actually...
Fuzzy, low, dead.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? You're scared to run offense on that character because it's just hey, something like that could happen. One back throw could lead to a round.
Close slash starter, yeah, you have to burst. Close slash on Gold Lewis with all the security cancels on deck. Scary. But, you know, Anji, some scary options in his own right with Charged Fujin now enabling cancel into Fujin again.
Man, Duel 1. Let's rock. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Nope. Not even Anji. Nice.
Okay.
I like the double Fujin there to force out a burst on Cheerios. And
Okay. Ooh, Far Slash really working here as like a mid-range poke. Ooh, great throw tag. And then immediately presses 2P after.
Yeah. I mean, we have the meter. Why not? Let's go for it.
Blocks the tap dust. But still not finding the way out of the corner just yet.
We have kept Cheerio in a block string long enough to where our meter refresh twice.
Ooh.
Over.
Oh, we're going to just take the positioning, and then the JD connects. Okay, now you got to hold a lot of pressure. A bar and security cancels on deck, finds the hit. Oh, we are going through the wall now.
You still have burst available, Mac, but
Into the situation room. Gold burst on wake up. Okay, are we going to see a burst? Yes, burst Ko.
oh, I think this might have been the first drone set we've seen all night.
Oh.
At least it isn't set.
It was the second. But that just doesn't quite find the punish. Does the kit flip on his head, but can't combo out of it and loses the round as a result. But unsafe on Nagiha, and now you're showing why you don't want to get hit by Gold Lewis and put in the corner.
Yeah.
Oh. It's so remarkable. The threat of security cancels is keeping this pressure extended without burning resource.
Yeah, you know, as we say, the threats of the thing is sometimes stronger than the actual thing.
A 2K2D BT, we're getting started now. Mac doing some IBs on Wake Up here to disrupt that close slash pressure, but not quite getting to where it is getting Gold Lewis off of him.
Nice. I like the way that Mac is playing here, right? Just going nothing but Far Slash Fujin, just waiting for a JU, waiting for Cher to just approach the air to make the mix-up game a little bit more scarier.
Ooh. Pressing after a whiff, you're gonna get punished.
Oh,
The PRC doesn't turn into anything, and now, oh. I love the JD's trying to call out these two Ps.
Oh my gosh, wait a minute.
Ships passing in the night, the alien coming out of the coffin, and Anji's little fan, and now it is 2-1 Cheerio. Our scoreboard is not quite updated. There it goes. Cheerio trying to finish this off in style, really finding a great rhythm in neutral here after game one.
Yeah, and Mac definitely
There's the
needs to
BT
keep
cancel, and baits the burst! Oh, you're going to be so hurt. Oh, full churn. We gonna break some glasses?
Oh, we definitely are. This health bar is not deleted yet, though. That is Anji Gus. We have another chance to win here.
Oh, BT cancel, not gonna burn the meter, and then PRC's there to make the whiff BT safe. But now Matt getting going. Ooh. The IB throw tech, and now checks hop. I don't know about you. I get caught by hop throw all the fucking time.
At least once a set.
That
I
shit
never-
is a literal jump scare.
Absolutely. I never mashed on it the first time, at least.
And now, ooh, 2K2D in the side swap. The side swap BT so scary. And now Mac burst on deck, parries. Fighting for his life. Ooh, 5P checking the movement. Okay, doesn't commit to JD there. Throw tag. There's that charge Fujin. Reversal on the...
Yeah, you know what? I completely understand. I get it.
And
Yeah.
then gets the burst. Mac, next touch could be death. 6P. Are we going to see the burst from Cheerio? Might have dropped the combo. They're looking for it. Okay, Ko does burst. Has the bar. We're sending all 51 rounds out.
Yeah, I like that. It's definitely a win for Cheerio, right? Spending or chipping away at the health bar. Mecca's not using tension just for a situation like this to cover himself when he does Fujin.
Drone out, and then actually uses drone to cover on case of a whiff. But Mac finds the hit in our season. We're going to last round here in game 4.
Wait a minute. I love that right there. Cheerio doing the preemptive 5K to catch the Fujin, but because it whipped it, it didn't get crushed.
Okay, now this has the makings of a Gold Lewis round. You've got to block a lot of pressure here. The threat of security cancels keeping this pressure going meterlessly. Saw one go. Oh, spin! And then no fish follow-up.
Going for the high-risk option of going for the overhead when we have no meter.
Run up, JD.
Yup, it finally worked.
And here we go. Spin. There's fish. Okay. Oh, wait. Will build the burst. Tried to get the second BT in. And then 2P2K to close it out. Cherio 3-1 over Magmans here in winners final.
Okay, that
Stone-faced. Stone-faced.
Stone-faced.
He knows job's not done.
Job's not done. We still got grands, but Mac playing the way he's playing definitely might meet him there, making his way through.
Oh, I know Mac wants that run back.
Oh, 100%.
I know he's Topher Gray sitting in the church looking up at Jesus on the cross thinking, what do I have to do? What do I have to give you?
Kill Cherio.
Kill Cherio.
Kill Goldberg.
Kill Goldberg.
Oh, man. We just watched a really rough set. I think we're probably going to watch probably the most, like, Johnny Faust. What do you do?
You sit there in neutral.
Yep.
And you throw out options from three-quarter screen.
Yep.
And whoever gets the hit and gets to start their pressure gets going.
Sure.
Larry probably has some thoughts on this matchup.
Yeah, yeah, probably. Might ask him later.
We'll see. If he loses the set, it's because Johnny's cracked.
Yeah.
If he wins the set, it's because he gapped.
100%. I mean, he'll probably have something for us by the time he gets the grands.
The write-up on AWT, fantastic. It just also took until yesterday.
Yeah, yeah.
There were a lot of sets, you know?
And now he has to upload it and give it to like quarter 3, quarter 4 maybe, give or take.
Yeah, see, Slowpoke is also editing Cherio's Frosty Faustings video.
Yeah.
I
think Cherio might be the one thing on this planet that might be slower than Slowpoke when it comes to that.
My man spent hours interviewing people at that event, and I realized, like, this week that nothing ever came of it.
Nope.
So this is my public shaming of Cherio. Make your goddamn video. So I can comment on it, complaining that it took you so long.
Yeah, so I can leave a like, a follow, and a retweet, or subscribe.
I leave a like and a comment for the algorithm, but
yeah.
the comment will be roasting the shit out of you.
Yes.
But looks like we're gonna go in here. Faust Johnny. They're asking for a button check. Okay, they are button checking. What a set we just saw. And, this is another, got to give NC and Virginia their flowers. Such a high-level strive scene that I think pound for pound goes up against some of the best scenes in the country and the world, despite being much smaller regions. We hear a lot of talk about, Florida, California, New York. Shout out to Chapter. Shout out to Chapter. Shout out to NorCal. Shout out to Chapter. But I was gonna say, NCBA, we really compete with some really big scenes in terms of quality. And so it's really cool to see these scenes show up, and hopefully, further SQs we can get other states here showing out, particularly for like Scrappy Summit. That's turned into a regional affair, but we'll probably talk about that a little later.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, we are into Lurie versus OK1 and loser semis here.
Wow, backdash into close slash, something you don't see often, but okay, just making it work, the card pop. What?
Ooh, tap dust, but no meter to combo out. 2P far slash. Those are the kind of options that really only Johnny does in this game. Wow, shimmies with mix.
Wait
into
a minute.
The wall splat.
Wait a minute.
Wait.
Okay, Larry might be feeling himself a little bit, but let's see how long. Okay, we'll let that rock.
J8. Lurie brought his dancing shoes to this set.
Oh, yeah.
The little shimmy there.
Look at the sneakers he got foul spot on the
Clean. Ooh, okay. Charge Blue Wild Assault. That's an option we've seen to catch backdash before. Okay. Does not block the overhead and has to burst. Double dash. Mario Kart double dash throw.
Yeah, literal teleport. You can't react.
Oh, did super PRC and got clipped out of the invuln frames.
Yeah, unfortunately, one of those situations where you just have to let the super rock. It is slow, but it has its uses.
Okay, Deflect Shield has been such a core part of Lurie's plan early here. We've seen Deflect on Vault Deal, and now a Deflect on another jump in. Just trying to get space. Mini Faust going the wrong way. Said, I won the last set for you. I'm not hanging around now.
I'm actually a little shocked that, you know, Lurie didn't opt for... Oh, God.
Joker trick in response to item super?
Yeah, it makes sense. Doesn't seem like Faust could do anything about it. And he saw right there, you can choose which side you want to be on to maintain safety as well.
Ooh. Okay, that card is there. Got a bit of a threat. Ooh. It actually clears the close slash there. That's a tall button and gets the trumpet. Okay. Oh, base the Deflect Shield this time. And you are going through the wall for that with some damage to boot.
Oh, Faust has no health. This does a lot of damage. And we have the wall break. We
And
might
that
see a
kill.
Yeah, all those things combined. Oh, what are you going to do? It's a really tough situation to be in. You fight and you fight. And Johnny just forces his way in.
Just really two interactions defining that whole game for OK1. Ooh, runs under the high pop on the card. Interesting.
Yeah, I like that actually. Opting, you know, to not jump up, change the approach, going on the ground this time.
I find it interesting. I think that might be the first, like, upper card pop we've seen from OK1, too.
I think so, yeah, you might be right.
Ooh, J2K. Mini Faust, and then counter hit. Can't convert that. Oh, no, it could happen to you. Ooh!
Wait a minute!
Oh, he's schmoving.
I am so shocked that didn't actually work with it. The 6 stage being so large, I was certain it was going to get.
I had the time to PRC after the flash, but now you are blocking Johnny pressure in the corner. Cool. Not much you can say about that other than that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Okay,
We got
Misfiner, First. Ooh, I like the BRC down there. Be mindful of the bomb, yes. Jumps out to get the trumpet in corner positioning. Ooh, that bomb's juggling too. Item super. Meteors, Afros. But the air throw and, you know, just blocks the Afro pop. And after all that, OK1 wins the round.
Yeah, that was some pretty good defense there.
Okay, we're just, you know, that's the round start you want if you're an Orange Wild Assault user. Big button, RC or Wild Assault, get that wall break, get positive, and now instantly a full stick of butter for OK1.
Yeah, and we're just repeating the same cycle, right? You have to guess for your life, and if you're wrong, you're eating.
Ooh, PRC forward throw. It blocks the gold burst, but it's safe now. 6H?
That was.
You pressed 6H?
I think the PRC might have caused the super to be misinput. I refuse to believe that was 6-8.
Oh my goodness. OK1 looking like they're gonna punch their ticket to losers finals right now unless Lurie can get something going. Big backdash and then punish. Card down. Yeah, Deflect Shield's out, but doesn't get the corner positioning.
That was a legit.
Lets it rip. No real punish. That's, you know, ooh, okay, we're shimmying a little bit. Thrust, home run. Yeah, we're keeping things pretty simple out here now. I think the threat of everything that's going, oh, we convert those. Okay, 50 on deck for some mix. Wait, when did that trumpet go there?
I have no idea.
What? J2K hits Vault Deal, and Lurie stays alive.
Yeah, Lurie is definitely fighting for his life, not just for himself, but for the mini Faust. You're not cooperating with us.
Okay.
Yo, look at that dash speed.
This has been a lot of guys flying around here. Okay, ooh.
Using the wild assault to push yourself forward so Mini Faust doesn't touch you. That's
Okay, Mini Faust active. You're gonna have to hold that, and then there's the dust. Do we have enough to kill here? Not with Throw breaking the wall, and then 2 feet. Yeah. Okay, Lurie on the board now, taking a game. You know, the real story of that game was just Lurie slowing the neutral down.
yeah. You know, and even then, slowing it down, it was working for a while, but we saw, oh my gosh, it is so much. Everything is out of Lurie's control with this.
Oh, Johnny is a force of nature.
Right.
And so, you know, every interaction you have to be 3 steps ahead. Okay, big damage off thrust home run.
Mini Faust on deck as well. Air dashing over. I think that bomb might activate him.
I hear him. He's
Yep,
coming.
He was on his way.
Of course, you know, Lurie found the hit before Mini Faust got there. J2K super, that'll kill.
Yeah, you know, Faust is actually so bad. I thought that super was gonna whip.
Oh, had to do a little bit more after. That did no damage.
I don't know how that didn't kill.
How did that not kill? That's crazy.
Johnny Guts.
Daisuke, please. Ooh, jumped out of the throw attempt. Very scary to do against Johnny just because of the threat of, you know, dash, close slash, putting you in pressure.
I like this, right? Lurie's using crawl, making OK, forcing OK to start using 2S and pressure, and you know that gives Lurie an opportunity to escape. Playing the RPS right before I finished my sentence, Johnny was in your face.
And then 50%.
Gone as well.
And Senga starter, 50%. Ooh, BRC down, dash in, nothing coming, and then whiffed Mistfinder. Might have done the wrong Mistfinder to catch there. And there we go again. Joker trick to bypass item super. Okay.
Did I just see OK backdash from Mini Faust?
Yes.
That can happen.
I guess the iframes lined up with Mini Faust walking forward through.
I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. That's really funny.
Okay, burst, but Trumpet on deck. Okay, Lurie getting to continue pressure. Hammer, 2K, 2D out, and now you are dealing with Johnny. No, you're not. The banana peel, just enough block stun. And now you're in the corner. Okay.
Unfortunately, not the best item to work with here, but it will keep OK locked down.
Okay, bomb. Both players just block it. We're back in neutral.
Ooh, that's so scary. The Mistfinder right now. Like, Lurie making miracles happen, not even spending our attention. See, this is what I'm noticing that's always happening when OK is up on here, right? Goes up 2-0. Opponent takes a breather. Now we're working on a reverse 3-0.
It's a high-stress way to play the game. But finding, you know, a couple hits here early to get the corner positioning, but not finding a decisive hit. Not breaking the wall off of it, you know, not finding those things. Resources on deck, though. Lurie had to burst in these early interactions. Ooh, Crow PRC.
Yep, we've seen Crow PRC. I think this might have been the first one that ended with Swift in the set. Johnny does have Afro attached, and unfortunately, we're not lit up. Wait up, what?
Deal. Ooh. Oh, just lets it rip.
Yeah, lets it rip. Learn from our mistakes.
Almost used the super like a chain shift in Uni. Like you just look to see, did Johnny press something? Catches the backdash, and Lurie on set point trying to finish the reverse sweep.
Wait a minute, Lurie. I think you might be right. Lurie's gonna come up here and say, I gapped. If he wins, but there's always a possibility where that doesn't happen because you're
Watch your
playing
head.
against Johnny.
Positive bonus now. You got to weather the storm. Whiff 6K, and
Jesus.
he's just wave dashing.
Yeah, this is one of those rounds where it's probably just lost, right? You have no help. Johnny had positive bonus, and
Yeah, you just die for that. But dying fast there means you have a lot of burst on deck. A little bit more than okay.
yeah, but you have to use it responsibly as we are here at
Mini
set
Faust.
point as well.
Donut. Okay. Ooh, I love the wild assault there to get in and push OK into Mini Faust, but the 2K finds a mark. Ooh.
We got some spaghetti here.
Oh,
No, the
Insinga!
Insinga starter is going to do so much damage. And not to mention the setup with the Vault deal.
oh no. Okay, did not have the meter to super, so we're back to neutral.
Larry does have 50 tension on deck.
Vault deal, game, set, match. Okay, one escaping.
That. Well, Larry. Oh, okay. I thought that was
Oh, man. And
what
you
a
know,
frustrating way to go out.
yeah, that was such a crazy set. But the hitbox we were seeing from Deal in some of those interactions in that last game were nuts.
Yeah, there's a lot there that, you know, we can pinpoint that was wrong with Faust, right? You know, like frame trap, mix, caught out by 2K, which I think that was the tiny rock that started this avalanche like in the mountain that we said.
Yeah, but, you know, if you're OK1, you know, you go up 2 games, you almost get reverse swept, you close out game 5 against Dayman.
Yeah.
You go up 2 games, you give up 2 games, you have to close out game 5 against Larry.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest, if you need a 2-game cushion to close out a set every time, Mac is not the player you wanted to see it.
Yo, Mac will adapt so fast. Like we saw it against his set with Dayman, right? Dayman went up 2-0. What did we do? We took the breather. We recognized that the option, the approach that Dayman always showed was the one that it.
Okay, we're button checking.
We're button checking.
Cool.
Was the one that involved Dayman being in the air, and Mac handled it.
Absolutely. The 6P turned that around. And, you know, I wonder what we're going to see in terms of interactions here, because Johnny does not have to go to the air to pressure you and run offense. But Anji Spin, being able to deal with Mistfinder in different ways, might be the difference, because the situations we've seen so far, it's been really hard for other characters to deal with, you know, long-range Mistfinder. Counter supering the TK Mistfinder just for shits and giggles is so funny.
You know what? They're definitely here to play.
Mac wants this run back.
Yeah, you know, Mac was talking all that, came here to play. Now you got to go through one of your own to make it back to Cheria.
And, you know, that's the thing, is this is also, you know, the Virginia matchup. Is this for the title of VA Best Player right now?
Maybe, you know, I don't think it's a question. These are at least probably the 2 best players
Yes.
in Virginia. So maybe that's a battle that needs to happen on their own.
Absolutely. I don't think this will be definitive, but this is data for them later. But we're just right into it. Okay, 6P. Yeah, the anti-air is going to be the story again, I think. Ooh. The tumble state off of counter hit Mistfinder is so funny.
You get the world, and
even if you don't have super to convert, you get to run pressure, you get so much out of that tumble state, and now catching you reaching, Johnny's gonna teach. This combo is brought to you by the letter J.
yo, what happened there?
You whiff a throw against Johnny, you're gone.
You're dead. Oh my God, Sparse last immediately, but we're not. Wait, we're just going for it back-to-back throws, and I think OK's gonna try and close it out here.
Throw, RC, and got a card down. There was mix there.
Yes, if that didn't kill, you were blocking for your life.
There was another setup there. Okay, missing. Johnny, no fear of whiffing Mistfinder, no fear of whiffing 2S, because at the ranges you're throwing it out, what's the threat? Okay, deflect shield, and then, okay, loves to do empty vault to clear space and not actually throw a card down, and then do different pressure after. Okay, getting started now, finds a hit, really needs one more, and has to burn the resource to keep things safe after the whiff.
Oh, nice catch on the backdash there, Mac. Okay, now, you know, we're picking up the momentum. We're matching the tempo that OK is setting down. Now, Mac, I think, is taking control. That's for sure.
There we go. Combo, and then the overhead through the wall. Ooh, okay, little 2P, little Anji 2P RC action. Oh no, this is how you lose a round against Johnny. You get put in the corner, and you eat one big combo into set play. What? Oh, the backhand on the fan! Positive bonus. Resource on deck now. No. Tried to throw after the dash cancel and got clipped by Nsinga instead.
We have a full stick of butter. That means a parry or a conversion. Whatever you want it, you can have it.
Double wild assault to get the corner carry. Is this going to kill?
Oh, 100%.
This is scaled. There it goes.
Super guts crush, super. Oh my gosh, yeah, no.
The scaling from 2 wild assaults, I was like, oh.
I imagine it's got to be horrendous. If it didn't kill, I would be shocked.
Scaling plus Johnny Guts.
True, yeah. Plus no wall.
But I think I'm 0 for 3 on will it kill calls. I'm about to get kicked out of the Sajam Casino.
Your points are in danger.
Oh, far slash. Far slash. What a button. And now, OK1 running the corner pressure, blocking Nsinga. Mac fighting out of the corner so desperately. And then the low gets blocked. No resource to cover.
Nice block.
Oh my God. The defense. Card pop, convert. No super. Had the meter.
Yeah, I think we're probably going to save it for a correction or to force another mix-up here.
Back throw. Uh-oh. Wait a second. Okay, we're throwing. YRC. Oh! And then just right into TK Mistfinder.
You know what? I get it. Plus 10 in your face. You're probably holding down back because you'd assume.
Okay, throw. He just, like, magnetized to Anji there. Ooh. 5H? All right. Okay, we're seeing some big pokes here. Held Mistfinder stance, did not let it rip, and you're going to the corner for that. Big damage, positive bonus. Just checks it right back. Buttons.
No super once again.
Holding the meter. Are we going to see Blue Wild Assault or BRC down this time?
Yep, there it is. The slingshot, it never fails.
Oh, got caught. I guess maybe fuzzy jumping there?
Yeah, it definitely was an air hit. But we got this combo. Now we're in a pretty bad spot.
Full resource for OK1 though. If they want to spend, and now's the time that just lets it rip.
Wake up, far slash.
Wake up, far slash.
You know, I've seen miracles happen, but that's a new one.
Lady Luck smiling upon OK1 right now, but Mac deciding really wants to take it back. There's Spin Fish. Keeping things going with Butterfly. Just really basic pressure jumps out of Fan Toss. Essential if you're fighting Anji Mito to recognize when you can get out of that pressure. Just this, man, so many, 5S, 2S whiffs that are, hard, if not impossible to punish. And look at had some risk. And Nsinga starter, you're going to get hurt, and you're in the corner now.
Yeah, this is a pretty bad space to be, right? Because your risk is constantly building up. But no, you just got to find a way out. Wait a minute, Mac. We have tension to spend as well.
Ooh, deflect shield, get the spacing, then whip punish the 6P. That card is out. Close slash. I'm surprised that close slash procs from that far. Oh, there's the hit. You're going through the wall, you're dead. Mac on the back foot right now.
Yeah, we might not see that run back. Maybe it's an OK and Cherio matchup. Both these players are fighting for a lot of things. Who's the best Virginian player, or bragging rights? Yeah. Who gets to fight Cherio, and who gets to qualify for the scrappy stuff? But there's a lot on the line here.
Yeah, Mac is out here trying to establish himself as a real threat. He's already qualified. He's here for the glory, the pop bonus.
Yep.
And to beat Cherio.
Yes. Do you have someone that would travel 3 hours every weekend in your scene? If you do not have a Mac.
Mac will hop in the car for a road trip out of spite.
Yes.
And now going through the wall, OK1, you know. Oh, there's the shimmy. Something so scary with Johnny because his his dash throw is so fast. It's really double shimmy into Nsinga.
Yeah, that's that really fast dash beat from Johnny that just allows you to do that.
PRC and
You had a
converts.
pickup?
Doesn't kill, but close. Mac needs to make something happen fast. Just 6. That's 5-8. That was 6-8.
Yeah, just
5-8.
playing footsies here with, you know, that's something I noticed. Whenever OK1 is definitely on the back, like, you know, back is to the wall, every time, I think I've noticed it with Alpha will play just misfinder footsies, you know?
Yes.
Just like doing the dash in the air, delaying their fall, just doing something. You know, I don't actually want to fight. I feel like that's
Yeah, the willingness to like extend some of these normals and just really keep the pressure going. I mean, not popping this card, keeping the threat, even replenishing it there. Things are, when they're playing the most free and dynamic is when things are really working for them. Paring things down is not where they find success. Finally, we see a spin on Mistfinder there. Tap Dust, you are going through the wall. Oh, drops! Oh no. Just a little walk back and forth, not even committing to a full dash.
I love the patience on Mac here. I mean, we're right back where we saw in the beginning of the round.
Hard
reaction.
Okay. Fujin into nothing. We're keeping things very patient from Mac. Doesn't extend there with the meter. This should kill.
Dude, Mac, oh my gosh. The defense that round was just really good. But we might make something happen here, but we do have 50 tension.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. And I respect going for just the throw. Just make sure there's no burst.
Yeah.
Okay, Mac trying to even this up at 2 games apiece.
Yeah, okay, wait a minute. We need to have a talk, Arthur.
2S. Ooh, gets the punish there with the close slash, gets the burst out. Resource off the table now.
I like this. Look at this. Mac is
6P's the vault.
Wait, was ready for the ball. Is actually
Back throws that was empty vault without deal.
Yes. And the past 2 times, Mac has recognized that it was empty and has tried to throw it at least.
Okay, gonna reset. Knows this isn't gonna kill. Doesn't want to give any resource back on the wall splat. Ooh. Oh, we're keeping things simple, and then Fujin.
Yeah.
Macman's staying alive, sending this to game 5.
Dude, Mac, it's not the job's not done. Look how stressful this is for Mac. If you saw how did you see how locked in he was?
Oh, if there's something I appreciate about Mac as a player is how open he is with his emotions in these situations. Like, you know how Mac feels at any given point in time.
You know, and I love that he can just be so emotional and then next second lock back in. No problems.
The switch gets flipped and it locks the fuck in.
Parasite the maximum, the meme, I don't know.
Okay. 2S2H. I love the back throw in that situation off the vault deal because it is slightly minus. But it's very hard to punish because Johnny has options like backdash.
Oh! What? Yo, we are just challenging these dashes now. Wait a minute.
The neutral game for Mac has been the difference. That kills. Mac on set point.
Not even a chance. Didn't even give OK a chance to use the meter. Wait a minute. Mac is playing this super well. But we have seen this situation here in the past 3 sets with OK. Going to game 5. We're down to a game 5, maybe a last round.
Spin, close slash co. No pickup at the bottom there. And then Nagi got minus. Gold burst. There we go. Max says, I want to win this now. Let me cook. And as I say that, he just starts doing far slash Fuji.
Hey.
Keeping it so patient. And then there's the PRC. Doesn't break the wall. Gets the meter there from YRC. Takes the parry. Uh-oh. Opportunity.
Scary, right? You have a deflect shield.
Guard crush throw. High-low time. goes high, and we're going to last game, last round.
Once again, oh, the okay factor.
They are stone-faced. You cannot tell that this is this close. And then Nsenga wall break.
Yeah, knife ball to the bonus right here. The resource refresh for O.
Throw spin. Tap dust blocked. More meter on deck. The throw. Okay, YRC. We're gonna go.
Nah, reaction there on the dust. Maybe look for the sparks. Now, okay, just like that. The table.
Oh, wait. Full stick of butter for Mac. Pressure building. And then PRC low, no combo after. Risk cranking. Things are getting dire if you're okay. Fights out. And now we're back to neutral spins. Butterfly out. And there's meter for Anji. And that'll kill. Macmint with the pop-off.
Wait a minute, Mac. Don't break our setup.
Mac slamming his shit down.
Get
Popping off, and then the next words out of his mouth are, "You're really good."
You're really good. I'm sorry. Wait a second. Okay,
Oh, and then Scrappy. Scrappy has been so on top of handing people cash the second they're out. I think that really softens the blow of being out of top
Scrappy
8.
is handing out Monopoly dollars. It's not real money. I cannot preface that enough, IRS.
No one works for the fucking IRS anymore anyway. You're right. that shit got gutted. I did my taxes early because they were going to send me a refund. I was like, let me get this shit in before they're gone.
Hey, you know what? Shit. What up? What do you want me to say?
Mac, we've been sucking you off on comms all top 8. What the fuck?
Yeah, Mac, how about you get up here and say some words? Okay.
Oh, Mac's coming back to talk. Mac yelling at us to stop talking when we've been giving this man head up through top 8.
Andre, you're a bitch. Oh,
Woo!
you're terrible at Grand Blue.
Terrible at Grand
Terrible at
You'll
Grand
never
Blue.
see
Wow.
me in CF.
You'll never see me see that.
No one plays that fucking
Y'all
game.
need to play CF in the chat.
No.
What the fuck do you mean, no? Don't look at me, look at him. You're out here miserable. Look at him. You're out here miserable. Losing the Faust. Losing the Faust. Losing the Ken. When you could be on peak central fixture. Oh my fucking God. No, I want you. You play plus R. Oh my God.
I don't want you to say all this. I don't want you to say all this and lose now.
Okay, so while, Mac is popping off,
Yeah.
I want to take this moment, Jamie, before Grants.
What's up?
You started me on my commentary journey. At Shadow World, you and Hacks pulled me up into the booth and said, we're going to do 3-man comms for top 8.
Yeah, I remember that.
Come and hop in with us. I'm going to cry because this is emotional. That was one of the first times I felt like I could commentate and, really do this. And that was also one of the first times I felt like I was part of this community beyond just coming to events. And, this is your last NC event for a while, New chapter in life for a little bit. We'll get you back eventually.
Yeah.
But I just want to tell you how important you are to me. And how important you have been to me in this scene. And, I have been proud to do commentary with you, to play games with you, and to call you my friend for these last couple of years. And I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss you so much. And
I'll be around.
I know, but this is important. I want to make sure you know how important you are.
Thank you.
Bring it in.
Bring it in. This is
Okay.
okay.
I had to get that out of the way now before before Grand.
Dang, you're gonna hit me with that right before Grand. You know what?
I'm so glad that they just had player cam because we are both crying.
Oh man. Okay. Well, you know what?
Caleb, you can't judge us because I said some really sentimental stuff right there.
Yeah, that was sentimental. Cool.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
That's real. That's real. No, but before they get started, thank you. It does mean a lot. I'm glad to have been here in NC. There's no place I'd rather be. And NC, FTC, it's just they've done a lot for me, right? They single-handedly they dragged me out of a dark place in my life, showed me I had a value, and well, now I have a family, and they're always gonna be here, and I'll always be here for them.
Yeah.
And you're included in that.
Of course. I think that's what makes this scene so special and something that particularly with Strive I see so strongly in this scene. You know, this is not just, you know, we don't just play the same game.
Right.
We are constantly talking to each other. There's a reason GGST chat and Frogport is General 2.
General 2.
We're constantly talking, we're hanging out, we're doing things outside of just playing the game.
Yeah, whether it's pool parties, hanging out, just bowling, like anything.
And, you know, when we go to majors or regionals, we roll deep.
Yeah.
We roll so deep. And it's always such an experience to be with this group of people. And there's a reason that, despite being, you know, a small state, a relatively small state in the grand scheme of things, there's a reason scenes, events like CEO, orgs like TNS, there's a reason these orgs know us and pull from us for players, commentary, for to put us on the biggest stage. It's because they know we show up and show out, and we love this game and this scene.
Yeah, fighting games are something so great.
In the James Chen, we already cried, so we got there.
We did. But you know what? We already got the emotion flowing. So, we're here. Grand Finals. Cherry on the winner side. Mac Mint on loser. If you don't know the rules, Mac has to win a grand total of 6 games, while Cherry only has to win 3. So it'll be a nail biter for sure.
Oh yeah, Mac, you know, winning one set against Cherry is very hard. Doing it twice, very, very difficult. I don't know if I've ever seen Andre get reset and lose in the reset in the couple years I've been here.
There have been some very close calls, but none from Mac if I recall correctly.
But man, down with the system, killing there. First round, Cherio, getting things started quickly. Okay, you know, this is kind of how we saw the neutral in this first set, or in the first set go. Very slow, very deliberate, and then, you know, Cherio finds a hit with Gold Lewis, and things get explosive fast.
Right. You know, likewise, same thing goes with Mac, right? Just playing bar/Fujin pressure, keeping it really simple, fishing for air hits, fishing for back dashes, fishing for some.
Ooh, JP into drone. You're gonna have to burst here in a second. Like, you're in the corner. Yeah, close slash starter would have been death. A lot of resources on Cherio's side now, too.
Yeah, we have a full stick of butter as well. We're gonna BRC and force our turn. Wait a second, now you're blocking for your life, it's low!
He didn't actually do the fuzzy, he just went low! And then get scooped. And that's game 1 for Cherio.
Yeah, that was a mind game in itself. The layers ran deep, and that little interaction alone, that's how much he's played. That was the last option I thought the Cherio would have picked.
Years of layers built up.
Yeah.
We've got a fossil record between these two. Adding another chapter, but you know, Matt really like finding these ways in neutral to just slowly walk Cherry to the corner, and then you see a resource spend like burst. Gold burst, wow. Catches the backdash with close slash. Gonna break the wall here. Andre close slash so good for catching backdash.
Yeah, it's super good. And look at the reward he got off it, right? Just one simple like catch of a backdash leads to a wall break and a round 1.
2P, 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 2P.
Okay.
If it ain't broke. Oh, catches the spin with 2S, and now that's more than half your life gone. And now you got to hold this chip. Love that backdash. That's a scary place to backdash, just in case you get clipped, but when you get the timing right, great way to escape.
Absolutely. And this right here, we're gonna see like Mac. Wait a.
Ooh, BRC to nothing.
I think that might have been an attempt to extend on a combo.
Ooh, blocks the overhead, and now you got to hold Gold Lewis pressure again. Baits the YRC. The spacing makes that punish awkward, but 2K into 2K 2D, BT, get started. There. Ooh, oh. Oh, you're dead.
Oh, that is 51.
Get out the gat.
Yeah, we're not even gonna burst it. There's no point. 52 heads, correct me. I'm sorry.
Well, it was a hit into the Skyfish.
Yeah.
Woo. Okay.
Yeah, force the burst to be used immediately. Cherio has so
Oh,
much
just outside of BT range.
Yeah, I love the control that we're seeing from Cherio, and I just love the way that they're playing neutral, right? It's very slow. Almost like Cherio's defense, I should say, right? We know Cherio is just very okay with letting Far Slash Fusion happen.
You know, that's something that Cherio parry to nothing. But Cherio's defense has always been such a hallmark as a player because he's so patient. Got open up here. I think this should be the round. Yeah. But the defense and patience, it's so hard to open him up when he's so content to block and exercise, the options you have in this game, IB, IBFD. And it makes it so frustrating when it feels like no matter what option you choose in like an RPS situation, he just does the right thing.
All the time, right? And that's the big thing is like, not only Cherio's strongest suit, I would say, is his defense. And the fact that he's playing a character like Gold Lewis that rewards that defense with amazing offense really speaks to how Cherio plays.
And just like that, a round's gone. Yeah. It's, it's something that I think a lot of the other high-level Gold Lewis actually give him some flack for, that his offense isn't super aggressive. Yeah. But his defense is so good and he's so hard to open up that even if your offense isn't, maximizing every drop of what Gold Lewis can do, the good enough stuff is still doing big damage like that. Yeah. That was actually the sour spot of that BT. Mac backdashed after it went by.
Good blocks there. Nice backdash on the Behemoth. This might be what you needed to get yourself started, Mac.
Ooh, good blocks from Cherio, even down to the PRC 2S. Checks hop with 2K. Ooh.
We have thrown out.
Mac choosing to not spin, going to the air, but there's nothing coming from it. I like representing another option in that interaction. We've seen spin through drones so many times. There's a Fujin hit. Full stick of butter on deck for Anji now. PRC pressure continuing. There's the Fujin hit.
Yep, and it was an air hit, so now we're going to get a combo into wall break with the super hard knockdown positive. We're going to refresh our resources a little bit. We're going to get to 50 at least.
100 meter on deck for Cherio now. Like, one hit could be devastating. Gets the hit with the white wild assault. I think it was maybe. Ooh, you're dead.
Yeah.
I think Cherio didn't overcommit on that cross up with the drone because of the parry we saw in Winners Finals. And it worked out. Patient in that interaction, and it pays off.
Yeah, definitely. There was a lot of things he was probably looking out for, like a YRC, the parry, as you mentioned, but nonetheless, like. That right there, that stuff right there, and like Cherio is willing to show you that he is a super patient, and it's scary.
Ooh, get shimmied. Looking like Street Fighter 6 out here. Okay. Patient neutral spins the 2S fish. Mac keeping the pressure so simple, finds the hit, gets the burst. Resource off the table. Delayed spin, air dashes back over. Great block from Mac on that new option. Okay, there's that BT cancel. Look at the damage.
Look at it. All of our security gauge spent for that, and we have some tension to spare, so we have a mix-up or two, or a reaction check, I should say.
And now security gauge is full again. Yep. That pressure sequence was enough to get it back to full. Blocks the overhead, and now you might be dead.
Yeah,
2P starter's a little rough, but we're going to get to the wall, maybe?
Yeah.
Good old Skyfish.
I mean, if you had more health, you still would have died, right? Force wall break on that.
Cherio, Cherio's on tournament point.
Yeah. This has been something. Wait a minute. This has been a really quick round.
This is a clinical Gold Lewis set. This is how you want to play this matchup. The spacing around Far Slash has been so good so far. And now, suddenly, Mac, you're fighting for your life. You're dead! You're dead! So, wow! TNS Cherio is your first ever SQ Guilty Gear Strive champion! The king of the Velvet Room.
Hold on. Hold on. Igor would not be happy hearing that. That's some blatant disrespect.
Okay, you know what? Maybe not King. Igor's still ruling the roost. Maybe Andre can upgrade from H&M to Velvet Room Assistant. We'll get him in the blue, like, bellhop suit.
Yeah.
We'll get him a little hat.
Yeah. I think he'd rock with it. You know, pull out the Theodore fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know it's gonna be.
Man, what a run from Cherio, and what a top 8.
Yeah, it was a pretty fun one. Handing out the Monopoly money as usual. Thank you very much, Scrap.
Yeah. You know, we had a $200 pot bonus for Strive. I put that up personally.
Oh, okay, that was you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, Cherry, can we get Cam on me for a second? Okay, I'm gonna wait for it. Okay, here we go.
Damn,
it needs to focus
we
up,
are
but
out of focus. Hold on, let's do this. Boom. We're blurry.
We're just gonna be blurry. Okay, so earlier today, Lurie was talking to me, and he was like, "Hey, Scrap's gonna try it." Now we're just in this.
We're just like this.
It's fine. But anyway. Oh, that got a little better. Wait.
Oh, making something work. Nope.
Nah, it's just fine. Well,
GG's.
Anyway, so Lurie was talking to me, and he was like, you know, and I had said something like, I want to keep throwing pot bonus money at this game.
Okay.
To end like this event. I also put up money for Uni today.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, you know, what you could do is like, be like, oh, you'll put the pot bonus money back in if we like exceed the previous event size for like Strive.
Okay.
And I thought, well, what if we went bigger? This is gonna run until this happens or this event stops. If we have a Strive bracket that hits 60 people, I will put $500 into the pot.
What?
Yes.
$500 every single time an SQ happens. I hearing that right?
Okay, so let's say next SQ we don't hit 60.
Okay.
That's fine. I might throw some money in still.
Okay.
But the first time an SQ hits 60 entrants in Strive,
Yeah.
$500 is going in the pot.
We can make that happen.
Yeah. So come take my money. As an aside, for Undernight, let me hand off Cherio's child here. For Undernight, if we hit 30, I'll put $300 in the pot.
You want to say something? Yeah, you want to say something. Come here.
I just wanted that on record now. So I'm going to set the money aside now, so when it happens, it happens.
Yo, what's good?
Say hi, Tom.
Hi, Tom. Hi. Hey, can I get some more money now that I won this mini regional? Can I get some more bread, please?
You just heard, right?
Did you just hear what I said?
What did you say?
The first time an SQ has 60 entrants for Strive, I'm putting $500 in the pot as a bonus.
Someone please give me Project Moon merch. I can't afford to like import the stuff from Korea. Like it's very expensive, and the drop market's hard right now.
Macmins.
Somebody out there.
Oh.
Somebody out there's gonna come through. Sure.
Oh,
you can get
okay,
it.
coming in. All right.
You guys have never seen me before, but Johnny carries me, and both of these, everyone was pissed off when I won, so you're welcome.
That's a real.
You know what? I can't lie.
That's
okay,
a real winner.
okay, beat me in winners, and my first thought or my first statement was, man, this Johnny character's broken, huh?
Yeah, you know. Hey, everyone has the same character select, and OK was just smart enough to pick Johnny.
Yeah, you know, I thought playing funny vampire man who kills you in 2 touches would be enough.
Sure.
Turns out you need more than just Mappa hunch in neutral.
A little more. You know, you need KMF. It's a Joker trick.
So, I think we're about wrapped up here. This has been the first SQ. This is the Velvet Room. I love the theme. We ran Persona today. We've had the theming for Persona 3 for everything.
Yeah.
Now, I think, is there a trailer?
Every single SQ. I got you. Every single SQ will have a different theme. It is our first one. We're in the season of Persona because of Scrappy Summit. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, next SQ will be different.
Yes.
I'm debating if I give a little bit of a teaser.
So, as I understand it, there are 2 possible themes.
we have a whole workshop.
I know there are a couple that are like looking for it, but as I understand it, the next one, actually no, it's 3 and 4 that could change.
Yeah.
So I think the next one, if you want to give a little tease to the people at home.
Well, all right, here's some things to look forward to. 60 entrants equals $500 pop bonus. That's a lot of money.
A lot of bread. A lot of my money.
A lot? Come take his money.
Come take my money.
As for theming, I'm not going to say exactly what it is, but come through, get your headbands, bring your robes, because we are headed into the trees with the next SQ. We'll see you guys there.
Yeah.